What's up, everybody? I want to talk about feeling lost because if you feel lost, it's basically a paradox because you can't be lost. If that were the case, then you would always be lost. The only time you could actually be lost in a sense is actually physically, like you're lost somewhere and you can't find a direction that you're trying to go to. But I'm talking more on the quote as I feel lost in life, which you probably meant before, probably seen before. In other words, would be like maybe like a midlife crisis or just not knowing what to do for, as you would think about it, as like in the future, probably to some a long extent, career wise, and or maybe like a particular skill that you want to build. And while that's all okay, there's nothing actually to be lost about. Because if you see your life and how it pans out, it all goes a certain way, basically. And what I mean by that, if you didn't understand that, is everything happens for a reason. And that's basically it. You can't be lost because it's not possible. In fact, where you're found is right there inside yourself. Because that space is always going to be there where no matter you go. So feeling lost and not a physical sense is basically impossible because there's nothing to be lost about. In fact, once you realize that, then you'll never be lost at all because it's not possible in that sense. Because someone's going to talk about the physical and I'm not, I'm lost right now. I don't know where to go. But you can't be. Because I know few people that actually get lost. Because they probably don't, I'm not going to say that, but like actually physically lost. Like most people don't. And if it is, it's not a serious case, a severe case. Because most people that are lost, they're lost in their mind basically, and you could call them confused, which this isn't a bad thing. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but I just want to reassure you that you're never lost because you're always there. So just keep going because there's only one direction to go, and it's to go. You can't really go back. You could, but you can't. You you can't change it. There'd be no point. So, and again, this moment's here forever. I just want to break that down. The illusion of time is not really there. This thing is like I talk about these things, and some of these are helpful in ways, but at the end of the day, until you come into that recognition, some call it realization, that like time is just forever here. The body ages, things may sour, ferment. All the energy changes when you go and get wood, burn the fire, and you also do. Some people cremate humans. They turn to the energy's not dying at all. I mean, not a physical sense or any type of energy sense, because the physical sense, it turns to ashes, it turns to smoke. You know what I mean? And it's the body or the logs. It doesn't matter. This energy it's never dying. energy. Even the energy you give off is basically being transferred. You're losing energy when you give off, but doesn't but you're forever energy. That's the thing. So, no, you're not you are losing energy, but your energy is infinite. So, you may lose energy in the physical sense, but energetically you have infinite amounts of energy. That's just that's just how we came to be, basically. And our bodies only have a certain finite energy. That all doesn't matter too much. But I was just getting into the point that that energy is always going to be there. And time is at a standstill. It's an illusion when we really come to it. And again, I'll repeat that when you're always there. So once you come into the realization that of these things that I talk about, it's not something you can think about them, some of them in particular, but it's more so an experience and just to happen and a friendly reminder. So have a nice day. We'll give a wave.